Welcome to another edition of Wires Random Projects. On the bench here I have some relay logic. So to start with, I'm just doing an inverter, which is like a 7404 logic gate. So the green LED here is the input, the red LED is the output. As you can see, when the input is high, the output's low, and when the input's low, the output's high. Pretty simple. To build this, I started with a single relay. The button controls the power into the coil, and the output is using the common and the normally closed side of the relay. So when there's no power coming in, the normal state, the normally closed contact is connected to common. And then when I power up the coil, this contact flips over to the normally open state. Pretty simple. Now what if you don't have a double throw relay? Well, you can make an inverter with a bunch of single throw relays as well. Let me just flip the circuit around a little bit here. As for the wiring, the black wire is my ground, red wire is power, the green wire is the input, and all the other colors are either the output or intermediate parts of the circuit. So first thing I'm going to do here is hook up the common ground to the new relay, and then I'm going to hook up the common terminal of the first relay to ground as well. And I'm going to hook the normally open output of the first relay, to the coil on the second relay, and then I'm going to apply power to the other side of this 100 ohm resistor. Oh, I got one extra wire in here. Get rid of that. And I need another red clip. And I'm also going to apply power to the common terminal of the second relay, and then hook up the normally open to the circuit. And as you can see, same results. What's going on here is this first coil, so two single pole, single throw relays. So single pole is how many switches the relays have. Common is single and double, but you also see quad ones, and every once in a great while you see some bigger. It's just how many switches one coil controls. And then the single pole, single throw versus double throw tells you how many positions the switches can be in. So for a double throw you have two positions, one when the coil's on and one when the coil's off. Single pole you only have a single one. And you can find them in either normally open or normally closed varieties. Normally open varieties means when the coil is off, the switch is open. Normally closed varieties means when the coil is on, when the coil is off, the switch is closed. So in my case, I have a bunch of normally open ones, which is the more common of the two. Now you might be thinking, well, that's all you can have is single throw or double throw. Well, actually not. Every once in a while you can find ones with multiple poles, and every time the relay closes it advances one pole. These were very common in the old mechanical telephone switching days. Nowadays you see them so infrequently. If you see one, just buy it, because you'll probably never see another one again. So anyways, in this new setup, the first coil controls a normally open switch, which is in parallel with the second coil, which is pulled up with a resistor. So when this switch is open, current goes through the resistor, through the coil, and closes this switch, which turns on that LED. But when I turn on this relay, it closes this switch, which shorts out the coil, which causes this relay to open. First thing that should be on your mind is, man, dumping current through this resistor all the time is a big waste. Why would you want to do this? Well, unfortunately, we have a large mass of single pole, single throw, normally open relays that were donated for a project. And when I say a large mass, you know, tune of I think 250 to 500 of them. So without them, this future project we're going to be working on can't go forward. So we got to find different ways to use these relays as efficiently as possible. And you know, we're going to have to make inverters out of them for some of the circuits. We just don't have enough single throw double pole relays. We do have a few, but not enough. And I think we have a couple double pole double throw relays as well in the stash. So that I think is about it for this week. I'm hoping to pop a new gate out every week, and I'll record some more next week. Laters.